Hey everybody, Father Trey here, coming to you from the front steps of our church, St. Jude Church, this place that has come to mean so much to so many of us. It is Holy Thursday of Holy Week, and I'm coming to you today for two purposes. One is more practical, and one is very much spiritual. The practical is to give you an update on the parking lot work, which I know a lot of you are very interested in. Believe it or not though, this provides a great opportunity for another one of what I call my on-site scripture reflections. So here you go. Let's start with the work that they're doing. St. Jude Church, as many of you know, is more than 50 years old. When the original parking lot was built, we found this out the last couple of weeks during the excavation. They only used about 3 inches or so of concrete, which really wasn't enough then, and now with the high traffic in and out of here, is definitely not enough. They've also discovered beneath that in certain places we've had what they call bad soil. I had no idea what that meant until Deacon James told me. But basically it means that under the ground in certain places, they had pockets, they had cavities. So you've seen it happen over the years. The parking lot will crack and kind of go down like that, and it will create a dip and holes all over the parking lot. Well, that's what's been going on. So what they're having to do is kind of hit the reset button and go all the way back down, and even deeper than in the beginning, and start all over again. A couple of years ago, we tried this process in a couple of other areas, and they've held up, so now we know how to do it. So they're doing this area, they're also going to be doing the exit, and then by the end of the summer, hopefully the whole parking lot will be done. And before I go any further, I got to say all of this is because of you. Your financial stewardship and your sacrifice. You make all of this possible. Being able to do this broadcasting for you, you make it possible. So thank you for that. Now here's the connection. What these guys behind me are having to do, don't you think we've been having to do this the last 2 to 3 weeks? This condition, the situation that we're in, the pandemic, the stay-at-home order, the social distancing, the not being able to be together pretty much anywhere, gloves and masks and sanitizer and wash your hands all day long and all that stuff that we need to do. Yeah, we've had to hit the reset button, if not at least the pause button on a lot of things. And we've probably done a lot of thinking. Maybe we spent time with people that we don't spend a lot of time with before, and so on and so forth. I know for me, it's done that. Before all of this, I was living alone. Now, because we had to send our staff home 2 weeks ago, I'm living alone. I come to the office and I work alone all day, other than one day a week when some of our staff comes in to do some catch-up work. This has been so hard for all of us and such an adjustment, but it does provide an opportunity. And I think of the scripture passage from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 24. Jesus talks about two people. One built their foundation on stone, the other built their foundation on sand. The one who built their foundation on stone and rock, they were wise. He says, the person who listens to my word and lives it, who does it, is like the wise man who built his house on rock, and it withstood every storm. The one who built their house on sand, however, not so much. The winds came, the storms blew and buffeted the house, and it was completely destroyed. That is not going to happen to us, because our foundation as individuals, couples, families, as a church, is Jesus Christ. We will survive this. But this is an opportunity to ask ourselves the question, what foundation am I living on? What foundation is my life lived on? Because we can fool ourselves and turn to a lot of things that we think bring us happiness, comfort, consolation, and strength, when really in the end, they're empty and hollow. He or she who builds their life on the foundation of Jesus Christ and His Word, and His presence to other people, that is the foundation that lasts forever. So hopefully this can be an opportunity for us. As they go back down to the very bottom and start all over, maybe we need to do that in some areas of our lives, and I am convinced that we will come out of this stronger. And when we come to church the first day, whether it's in the Easter season or not, we're going to blow the roof off this place with music and singing and praying and being together, and it's going to be awesome. In the meantime, I miss you. I love you. I hope you're doing well. It's a couple days early, but happy Easter. And consider the question, if you haven't already. Go back down, dig deep, hit the reset button, and we ask ourselves the question, what foundation am I living on? From the front steps of St. Jude Church on the corner of Highland Road and Gardner Lane in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I'm Father Trey Nelson with a parking lot update and also another on-site scripture reflection. Thanks very much for everything.